Hello everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome to your very first intuitive channeled message for 2022. All right guys, so let's get right into this and let's take a look at some letters and names and zodiacs to get the reading started, and general advice as always. So if this is your first time tuning in, we'll be tapped into some intuitive messages for the collective, whoever is in need of these messages right now. General advice, so please take from it what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. All right, so let's begin with some letters here and what I'm able to tap into for the collective. I'm picking up off of double Ys already. If this is the first time, as I've mentioned, that you're here, double letters typically indicate that, of course, that could be someone's initials or you and your person have that letter in your name. It could be the very first letter of both of your names. So take it how it applies. So I'm seeing double Ys here to get things started. I'm also seeing a G, an R, an S, a C, a D. I'm seeing double A's coming through. I'm seeing an F. I'm also seeing double O. So any of those letters could be, somebody could have two O's in their name, you know, any doubles, however way you interpret it, however way that makes sense. Okay, so those are the letters. Let's see what the names are that I'm able to tap into here. I'm hearing George, could also be Georgie. I'm also hearing Garrett, so we've got G names popping up. I'm hearing Yoli, so Y-O-L-I or Y-O-L-L-I-E. Could also be varying spellings if that's your name or your person. I'm hearing, okay, I'll just say it how I'm hearing it. I'm hearing Rasha. I'm not quite sure how that would be spelled. Rasha. Could also be Rochelle, Rachel. I'm also hearing Rita. That could also be someone's nickname or part of a longer name. I'm hearing Lou or Louis. Could also be Louie, Louise. I'm hearing Alden, A-L-D-E-N or A-U-L-D-E-N. I'm hearing Ace. I'm hearing Yvonne, Yolanda. I'm hearing Arnell, A-R-N-E-L, could also be A-R-N-E-L-L-E. I'm also hearing Amelita, A-M-E-L-I-T-A. That could also be a part of a longer name. I'm hearing either Kara or Cara, C-A-R-A. I'm hearing Phil, Philip. I'm hearing Joseph, could also be Joe, Joey, Jojo. I'm hearing Hal. I'm hearing Randy. I'm hearing Andy. Could also be Andrew. I'm hearing Beth. I'm hearing Mike or Michael. Could also be Mickey. I'm hearing Nicole. Could also be Cole or Nick or Nikki. I'm hearing Neil, N-I-E-L as well as N-E-A-L. I'm hearing Fred, Frederick, Freddie, also Ed, Edward, Eddie. And lastly, I'm hearing Stephen and various forms of Stephen, Stevie, Stefan, Stephanie, Steph. And lastly, I'm hearing Carly. Could also be Lee, L-E-E or L-E-A or L-E-A-H. I think that's Leah. Okay, so those are the names. That's a lot. But then again, there's a lot tuning in. So however way that makes sense for you. Okay, so let me tap into the zodiac signs for the collective here. I'm seeing Capricorn. I'm seeing Sagittarius. I'm seeing Aquarius. I'm seeing Cancer. I'm seeing Aries, Pisces, and I'm seeing Virgo. I'm also seeing Scorpio, but I'm instinctively picking up for some of you, it could be double Scorpio. So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, so those are the zodiacs for the collective. Let me go ahead and tap into the messages here of what it is that you need to know at this time. For those of you who are stressed out about a situation, and it doesn't necessarily have to be just about your romantic partnerships, although it could be. But what I'm hearing here, the message, is for you to let it go. Turn it over to the universe. Let the universe handle it on your behalf. Turn it over to your angel guides. Don't stress over it. Turn it over to a higher power to help you out. And you just need to live your life. Live your best life. And just loosen the reins a little bit when it comes to that situation. And again, it doesn't just have to be about a romantic issue. It could be something about work. It could be a falling out that you might have had with a friend or even a family member. It may not even be about relationships. For some of you, it could be health related, possibly. Whatever is stressing you out. And of course, I'm tapped into so many energies here, so that could apply to so many varying things. You know what it is. You know what is stressing you out at this point in time. If you're listening to this and you're like going, oh yeah, that thing. Let it go. It'll be okay. Because what I'm hearing here is, if it's meant for you, it will be. So don't stress over anything that's meant for you, because it'll come back to you anyway. Or it'll come back to you better. Possibly a dream that manifests better than what you could have ever imagined for yourself. Whether it's a love connection, whether it's a job opportunity, whether it's a health ailment, whatever is stressing you out, I am picking up here that it'll be okay. That's just the message. That is what I'm picking up here. So try to release your worries and just know that if it truly is meant for you, it will find its way back to you. Okay, so let's see what else I'm picking up here. I don't think I picked up off of the name of James during the name portion of my channeled messages, did I? I don't think so. But I'm hearing James for some reason. Somebody could be named James or thinking of James. Could also be Jimmy. That's interesting. So what is the message about James or Jimmy or Jim? If you're thinking about somebody named James, they'll be back. I heard it loud and clear. They'll be back. So don't worry. They'll be back. They might have lost their way, or they needed to leave, to detach, to figure themselves out, but they'll be back. And that could apply to anyone, really. It doesn't just have to be somebody named James. I just happen to pick up off of that name. I'm also hearing keep saving. So if you have every intention of really building up your savings this year, stay on course. Keep doing that, because by the end of this year, you'll be quite pleased with the progress that you will have made. Certainly when it comes to your finances and being able to have savings and, unexpected things that might happen, and you're not going to stress out. You'll be able to have the money that you need. I'm also picking up for some of you that have been looking for a job, and maybe it feels like it's been forever. Maybe you've sent out, oh my God, so many resumes. You've turned in so many applications online and nothing's happening. So I'm picking up either late this month of January or early February. Some of you guys will get a call back or the opportunity to interview with one of those jobs that you've applied for. So that seems to be a very common theme for this message this time, that whatever is stressing you out, just let it go, because if it's truly meant for you, as I've mentioned, it'll present itself to you. So if you're stressing about money, just know that it'll be fine. It will find a way to you. And if it's about somebody that you love and care for, and this is a romantic connection, if there's no interaction, you guys haven't communicated, that as well will find its way to you if it truly is meant to be. And so that could also apply to the same time frame of maybe latter half of January, early February could be when you hear from them. Or something will happen, it'll give you a little glimmer of hope to let you know that something's happening. I'm hearing the phrase, don't drop the ball. Okay, so there's something riding on your shoulders here, and maybe you're feeling a lot of pressure, whether that's from friends, family, or a romantic partner. Don't drop the ball. It's like if you drop the ball, then something will happen that could fall on you and get blamed for it, whatever that might be. So you know what that's pertaining to, hopefully. Don't drop the ball. Keep going, keep trying, keep working at it. Don't procrastinate. Be productive this year is an added message that I'm also getting here. Let this be the year for change. Let this be the year for productivity. Let this be the year for manifestation, whatever that is, whether it's love, money, friendships, good health, losing all the weight you want, whatever it is that you have your goals focused on, whatever the dream is, whatever the goal is. Don't set yourself up for failure. Just do your best. Live your best life. Because sometimes, we enter into a brand new year and we've got all of these goals and dreams and resolutions that we're hoping to be able to manifest and sustain that throughout the year. Typically within 2 weeks after a new year, it's like, okay, back to regular programming, So maybe change things up this year and just focus on what you can do the best you can on a day-to-day basis. Take it in little baby steps, especially if a particular goal or dream seems so insurmountable and far off. So the messages that I'm picking up here from my angel guides is that maybe break it up into little sections so that you can manifest it when it's meant to happen, you know, heading towards the latter half of this year. Maybe that's what you're being directed to, not drop the ball. Because sometimes when we get overwhelmed, when we put too much on our plate and we just can't handle it, then we just stop altogether. So hang in there. I feel there's a lot that you can manifest this year, and your angel guides are right there along with you, helping you to manifest it. It can be an amazing year. So stay laser focused throughout the year. Don't lose focus of what it is that you are wanting to manifest. So when that clock strikes 12 midnight for 2023 to come in, and you can look back at 2022 and realize, you know what? I kicked butt. I did everything possible to be able to manifest anything and everything that I focused on when we came into 2022. So make this the year for change. Make this the year that you can really manifest what it is that you're wanting to manifest, rather than just having it be another year with resolutions, goals, and dreams that were not achieved. Let this year be different. That is the advice. All right, guys, that's where I'm going to leave this one. That definitely lit a fire under my feet to be able to make things happen this year, and I hope that it did the same for you. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so very much. And for those that are not aware, I have changed my intuitive channeled message schedule just so I can accommodate personal private readings and everything else that I'm able to post on my social platforms, social media platforms. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when I will be posting these intuitive messages. And so stay tuned for that. I'll be back on Wednesday. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much.